Hello everybody, welcome again with Chef Rob. We're going to be making a roasted salmon with a maple mustard glaze. Now the weather's starting to get a little warmer, we're starting to eat lighter. This goes really good, a lot of fresh vegetables, maybe some potatoes or a little rice with it. You're going to enjoy this one, has a lot of taste to it. Salmon, one of my favorite dishes. Let's get started. Okay, so here is a beautiful center cut salmon fillet. Beautiful when it's the center cut because it makes for even cooking. Okay, some of the salmon where you're at the end, it kind of goes to a narrow side. Okay, and what happens is that cooks a lot quicker than this top part here. So this will make for nice even cooking. So let me just put this on the tray over here. Let me change the gloves so I don't get salmon all over my ingredients here. I use gloves for home. I use gloves when I'm in the classes. I use gloves at home for cooking. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare a glaze right now. I'm going to take some mayonnaise. I'm using the Hellmann's, some Dijon mustard, some maple syrup. Mix it really good together. Okay, so I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of the Dijon mustard, and this will serve 4. So if you're doing 4 fillets, make this exact recipe. Okay, and about 5 ounces each of the salmon fillet. Okay, and I take 1 tablespoon of the mayonnaise, pretty much level, but it's not like baking, so if you put a little too much, it'll be just fine. Maple syrup, put in 2 teaspoons. This has a lot of flavor. Always use the real maple syrup, not the phony stuff that you can see in the little squeeze jars. Okay, and then I'm gonna mix this up well. Small amount but strong flavor. Now I'm gonna chop up some fresh cilantro. Cilantro is not for everybody. Some people say it's beautiful, fresh cilantro, but some people say it tastes like soap. So, depends on the person. If you don't like cilantro, change this recipe very quickly. Okay? What you can do, I'm just going to chop this up very small. You can use fresh dill or Italian parsley, the flat leaf parsley. Okay. So, this is about 2 tablespoons worth of it. I happen to like cilantro. Very good. Always make sure you wash it really good. Soon we will be getting local cilantro. We'll be able to grow our own herbs, which will be really wonderful. Okay, that is good. I'm going to leave a little reserved on the side because at the end I'm going to sprinkle a little bit right on top of the dish when it's finished. Okay. So, let me just put this in here. Mix this very well. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my hand or take a spoon. Okay. I'm going to leave a little extra on the side for the other salmon fillets. Just want to coat this nicely. Now, if you happen to like a breadcrumb topping or a little topping to this, you could always take some of the panko, a little olive oil, a little lemon zest, toss it together, put it right on top. It tastes fantastic. Okay, so the next step, we're going to take a little bit of kosher salt, a little black pepper, grind it, put it right on top of here. Just a little kosher salt and a little bit black pepper right on top. Now, this is going to cook in a 400 oven. Okay, you're going to roast it for about 10 to 12 minutes. Best way to tell if it's done, you can usually see if it has a little the rawness, that look to it, means still needs a little cooking. If you put a thin, sharp knife into it and it just goes right through and it flakes, it is done. Okay? Don't want to overcook it though. Nothing worse than overcooked fish. Okay, so we're going to put this in that oven right now, 400. Make sure you preheat your oven. And then when it's done, what will be really nice with this, a lot of fresh vegetables. I like to roast some baby bok choy with it. Okay, you can put a little soy sauce, okay, a little garlic, a little ginger on it. Maybe saute up some of the little tomatoes, the baby tomatoes. These are the baby plum tomatoes. Or you can use the large plum tomato. Chefs love the plum tomatoes because they really hold up in cooking. You can saute them, you can roast them, you can stuff them. If you overcook them, they still hold their consistency really well. That's why chefs love them. Okay, the plum tomatoes, what you want to do, and actually with all tomatoes, store the stem side down just like this, because no moisture will get in there and it will stay fresh a lot longer. Okay, no moisture gets up in there. The one thing that you can do with these is, of course, never refrigerate tomatoes because you can never taste them. Okay, refrigerated tomatoes are no good. At the supermarkets though, what do? They refrigerate them and then they take them out and they start letting them ripe on the shelves. Okay, but if you have to put them in the refrigerator, make sure you bring it to room temperature before you want to enjoy them. Okay, let's get this in the oven, get it started. I'm going to put it in the 400 oven right now and it will go in there for about 10 to 12 minutes. So let's see if this beautiful salmon is now fully roasted. You could take, remember that very sharp knife, okay? You could feel there's no flesh in there at all. It's ready to go. This is beautiful. Look at that. It has so much flavor in it. Remember, if you're not a cilantro fan, put some dill, some parsley. You can always garnish it with a little bit of lemon. Put a little lemon wedge on it. Do that right on the side. You have a beautiful salmon fillet, maple and mustard glaze. Enjoy.